warrior, I got to thinking about something this morning and I wanted to share it with you, just a couple of thoughts. First of all, please subscribe. Subscribe to Lynn's Warriors, because when I look at the analytics, I see that about 50% of you watching the Lynn's Warriors videos are not subscribed. We want to build numbers, we want to build audience, we want to build community, because we want to get the information out there to you. So let me tell you what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about killer kids. Why our youth today are so angry? What makes them do these violent, rageful acts that we're seeing happening all over our country? Now, you might say, well, kids have always acted out like this. You might also say, well, we have the internet now. So, of course, we're seeing all of these videos play out. And remember also, bad news gets a lot of traffic, a lot of clicks, a lot of likes. So media and people tend to, fear of missing out or whatever you want to call it, they tend to put all of this online. But I'm thinking about, we just don't have the usual. We have certain stories that have been happening lately. Just recently, I'm sure you're aware of the two teenagers, where the one, because the video was all over for several days, and luckily the one teen did not die, but the other teen was some sort of fight called. They're out in a street, and the one pinned the other one down and is banging her head into the concrete, the pavement, violently. These aren't just girls, verbally fighting. These are our teens. I believe they are 16 years old. Then we had the case of, that's rageful. When you see this over and over again, the one teen taking the head and pounding it, slamming it into the concrete. Then we had the case also fairly recently of a high school student defending another high school student. And he was ganged up on. He was just trying to be a buddy, be a friend. And he was ganged up, beat up, and they dumped his body in a garbage can. High school kids. We have stories also of children attacking their parents, knifing, shooting. There's rage. Let's stick with why such rage. I think I've been thinking about this a lot because I want you to watch the video I did with my good friend and colleague Jan Edwards from Paving the Way Foundation. You'll find it right here on the Lynn's Warriors YouTube channel. And Jan is the founder and president. And we sat down yesterday together and we shared some thoughts about what's going on. Jan is boots on the ground. She's a warrior. She's based out of Florida, but her work is nationally recognized, and we do a lot of collaboration together. And we were talking about something Jan brought up that I talk about a lot, is what is missing in all of this. What is missing is we have to change our thinking. We can no longer dismiss our kids. And I truly mean this. I used to be very careful, sort of careful about what I was saying about parents, because I don't want to judge. I don't want to criticize. I don't want to. There's something called parental autonomy. Yet, as studies show, as my work shows, as my friend Jan, her work shows, and others, parents need to step up, guardians. First of all, we started out with families today are made up of so many different types of members. We have a tremendous amount of grandparents across the United States now raising children due to their kids could not raise them. They're in jails. They're drug addicted, financial problems. So we've got more of an elderly society raising perhaps 6 and 10-year-olds and teens. So they're not all savvy and aware of what's really going on online and in real time. So we're going to leave that for a minute. We also have aunts and uncles raising kids, again, because there's such disarray in our country with everything going on. But the kids are so angry. We have our well-documented, I'm not going to sit here and bore you and cite studies or read stats. I'm just not going to do it, of this youth mental health crisis. Now, how can we not have a youth mental health crisis when we came out of this whole COVID period and the adults are mental? And you know what I mean. You see the way a lot of people have been acting. And then, of course, we have the discourse going on in our country, and we have the discourse going on online, and the kids are exposed to all of this. Yet when we do our focus groups, or Jan shares her information, she works with kids from the ages 7 to 17. It all boils down to, I'm not getting enough attention from my trusted adult. I'm not getting enough attention because they're in such chaos themselves. And I don't want to hear that argument, buck up, be a man for a boy, take it like a man. Again, we're talking about boys, or a girl, just, get over it. And no, we have to break this down, because our precious children are faltering, and faltering big time. Our precious children are our future adults. Our precious children are our future leaders of the United States, and they need our help now. And we have to get in there. So all of this work about trafficking and exploitation, and Jan and I agree that getting at the causes of why more kids are getting trafficked and exploited, why more kids are vulnerable more than ever, is because we need, as the adults, to be the mentors, to be the role models, and to step up. We need to listen to them. We need also to put down the devices. Why should we tell them to put down the devices, but we don't put down the devices? And collaborate and form these family digital partnerships. We need to really, truly be the community creates change hashtag we use at the Warriors, and lean on each other to engage, to educate, to empower, and prevention, so we don't have further mental health crises. All of this is adding into overall United States healthcare costs, security risks. Look at the border. The border, our kids are watching all of this. People are angry, rightfully so, about many things. I'm angry, but I try to take my anger every day, and I really turn it into being proactive, doing one step better, because the goal of the Warriors is to affect change with one person a day, help one person a day, learn something new, just one a day, and we can all do that. 2024, this year is when we really have to look at everything I'm talking about. And we know you're overwhelmed, financially burdened, all of these issues. Stay in your lanes, focus on your immediate circle, yourself. Self-care is very important, and also your children, your family members, your extended family members, your neighbors. You may not have children. I always point that out, but everybody knows somebody with children, or you have family members, with children, grandchildren. The kids need us, and they are not getting the appropriate attention that once we gain their trust in these focus groups and workshops, they tell us they feel lonely. What does that turn into? Spending more time online. The average teen is spending 9 to 17, 5+ hours a day playing online. So we're not talking about homework. We're not talking about, even watching a movie. We're talking about scrolling. We're talking about TikTok, Snapchat. The kids are vulnerable because wherever the kids are, a reminder, so are the predators. And the predators are winning right now. And the law lags behind technology. We know big tech is not addressing any of this as we fight hard for accountability, but it's up to us. And the kids are online feeling vulnerable. So if some guy, as an example, says to a 14-year-old girl, "You look so pretty. I see your profile on Snap, TikTok, your video." There it goes. It is that easy in 2024. And therein lies the problem. Our children are turning to strangers when they should be turning to us. I just had a conversation this morning with a warrior, and she was so proud of herself because her now 12-year-old son, she made it very clear after our workshops, no matter what the kids do, they have to be able to come to their trusted adult or adults. And that would be the mother and father, ideally the guardian, the grandparent, could be a trusted teacher. And she said, we did it. We're never mad at him. We want to open it up, what you taught us, that he comes to us no matter what. He has nothing to hide. There's no embarrassment. We're on his side. So let us be on the side of all of the children. We have to be on the lookout. I say this with the work we do, and from the bottom of my heart, children today. There are so many children nobody cares about. They don't have a parental unit or a family member that's looking for them. Therefore, they are prime for this exploitation. They are seeking acceptance. They are seeking somebody to listen to them. They are seeking to be loved. This is what we've come to in 2024. So these countless videos of teens torturing, bullying, killing. Do me a favor. You may watch it, but don't retweet them. Don't share them on Facebook, whatever your platform is. I can't tell you what to do. But perhaps that'll be a few less people, kids, seeing what's actually going on. And also, because the kids are seeing so much, you can turn this into a lesson. You could say, hey, what'd you see online today? And that may open it up, and then explain. We have to teach the kids to take care of each other. There's a lot of victim shaming I'm hearing in schools. When a child does stand up, for instance, report a nude image was sent to them by another student, that the kids are coming after that kid for doing the right thing. That's victim shaming. That is why women and girls, boys and men too, who are raped don't come forward. But that's another video. So right now, it's a very rainy, dark, cold day here in New York City. And I've been thinking about the violence out of our precious kids. Killing each other, beating each other, torturing each other. We have the power. We have to stop it. We have to be on their side. No matter what they do, they are accepted, they are loved, and we show them the right way. It starts with open and honest communication. I tell you that all the time. Get with it. This 2024 is the year. I kind of feel like it's do or die in the United States, and I think you know what I mean. Please follow us, lynswarriors.org. Thank you to all of you who have shared our information, who have donated, who have volunteered. We do a lot of things behind the scenes, a lot of community outreach. We don't feel it necessary to post lots of videos online, videos of victims, videos of survivors. We know what we do behind the scenes. Every dollar you donate counts. So thank you. Thank you for that. We're also going to be starting a diaper drive because 1 out of 2 families in the United States are reporting too expensive, can't afford them. Lots of things going on. Again, I'm going to try to bring a lot of these initiatives out into the public so we can all participate. But I want all of you to think right now, what is the most important thing? Health, family. The rest is just noise and disruption. Don't get into that with the likes. Again, I can't tell you what to do. I just see, especially in the last year, how our kids, and the ages are getting younger and younger, are showing up in emergency rooms trying to commit suicide or suicide ideation. Those are the ones we know about. 40% are 11 and under. 40%. Think about that, warrior. We have kids buying drugs, 2 clicks on Snapchat. We have a fentanyl crisis. Nobody in the government seems to be doing anything about it. We just keep saying how bad it is. It is infiltrating every community, every school. The cartels from the border, when you say the border, the open borders don't have anything to do with you, oh, well, you might say, well, Lynn, you're in New York City, so you deserve or you see what you see, because a lot of people say that to me. I might see it, but let me remind you, if you haven't seen it yet, it's coming to a town near you. Those children will be in your child's classroom. That is a burden to our healthcare system, our education system. This is what our kids are watching, our national security. Are we going to leave a country for our kids like that? Now is the time, 2024. Get with the program. Join us. Ask questions. You can always write to me, Lynn at lynswarriors.org. We will direct you. We will help you. Resources in your neighborhood. Don't be shy. And remember always, hug your children. Kiss your kids. They can do no wrong. If you need help, there's a lot of help out there. Come in our direction. We'll point you where you can get a lot of help. And there's a lot of free help out there. Take advantage. It's up to us. And remember, each and every day, go out and be a warrior.